Hello, humans. Right, back to school. Right. This was my first week of going back to school, and yeah, so we'll do. I'm doing vlogging, and my brain is not ready because I'm not like prepared. We'll start at the beginning of the week. So at the beginning of the week, normally, my church does a camp out on Labor Day where you can, like, you come, there's a campfire, there's stories, games, and then you stay overnight at the church, and the next morning there's, like, food also then, too. Um, but it was raining, so they canceled it. So we just spent that day, like, doing regular things. I can't even remember what it was that I did that day. Maybe that was the day I made things, but I may have also filmed. I don't actually remember. But then Tuesday, my school day started about noon. So, basically we just started school, and so the first, yeah, there wasn't really a lunch period the first day because it started at noon, so we got there after lunch. My mother took me to DQ and I got french fries and a smoothie. Oh yeah, I saw a few people outside, and then we just went to all of our classes, and we went home. So you got basically the beginning stuff with all like the papers that you take home to have signed and things. So I had the my first block is Introduction to Public Speaking, which is a college course, but it's like a dual credit course. So it's some of it's for college and some of it's for just regular school credit. Um, and then my second block is in the same room with the same teacher, so we did kind of the same. We sometimes do the same sort of activities. So I do the same thing twice, and that's Accelerated English 11 because I'm a junior. And so for that, again, it was a lot of just getting to know you kind of things. We do a lot of interactive activities in that classroom, which I really like, and so that's going to be what my morning is for the first semester of school, because those are both two-term classes. And then I have study hall in my old art teacher room. Like, this is the teacher I had for 3D art, and we didn't go in there on the first day because we didn't have study hall. So then after lunch and study hall and everything, I have botany with a there's a student teacher and she's doing most of the teaching, but then there's a regular teacher. The teacher that I had for ecology last year is sort of her helper, and we're doing a lot of stuff with plants because it's botany. And the teacher's very fun and sort of like outgoing, which I like in a teacher. I feel like a lot of times teachers are really great the first year or two that they teach because they're still sort of kids. And then after that, it just sort of depends on what kids they get stuck with those first few years. And they can stay really great, or they can turn into like not as great. And they're more like strict and like following specific things and that sort of thing. Yes. And then my last block is drawing. And the first day we just went over the syllabus and like stuff we were gonna do. And then we got our sketchbooks because they provide sketchbooks. But the sketchbooks that they provide are like 50 pages, and the one I have is like 100 pages. So it's a lot smaller. So I'm trying to do both sides of the pages because I don't know how much we're gonna be able to do. Yeah. So that was the first day, and it went really well. I liked all my teachers. But then, like, when I got home from school, for some reason I started to cry, and I don't even know why that was. Apparently, school is overwhelming or something. I don't know. Uh, when I'm, like, going to school, I have this abnormal amount of anxiety, but, like, enjoy school. There's nothing about it that makes me anxious. Well, that's not, like, entirely true, but, like, I guess I get anxious about getting homework done, but I don't ever have a problem with that. Actually doing it. I don't know, my brain is weird. But anyhow, so that happened. And then the next day, um, the day started out again fine. All my classes were okay. And then I had my study hall with that teacher who I don't particularly like. And um, then my friend who I hung out with in the morning had asked me if I wanted to eat lunch with them. They are one grade above me, and this year the school has changed it so that only seniors can go out for lunch. And if anyone else goes out for lunch, that's not allowed. But I was like, you know what? I haven't ever gone out, and it's like the first day, so they probably won't really care. Uh, so I was like, all right. So I was kind of really nervous about doing it because I didn't want to get in trouble. And so we had like a meeting place set. So I went there, but there were two teachers like sort of around that area, and this was inside. I just felt awkward standing there, not with anybody. So I moved to a different place. Then I eventually went outside, and I was like, "Are you coming?" And they were like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm coming." Um, so I was outside, and then it started to rain on me, and yeah, it started to rain like basically when lunch started, and so I don't know why, but it did. And so then I somehow managed to get back inside. They were opening doors for like adults who were outside, and I came in, and then someone else opened a door from the inside, so I came in because there's like two doors to get in, which I don't know if was allowed or not, but I did. And then I sort of looked. I looked for my friend. So first I went down and I tried to figure out like if they were in the cafeteria or something. So I kept telling them like where I was. So first I went and looked in the cafeteria, and then I went and said hi to a teacher that I know, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to the library," but then I decided to change my mind because I had something I needed to get done anyway, and I was like, "Okay, I'm going to be in the nurse's office." Um, the cell service in the school is a little bit weird, so depending on where you are, you can't send messages. So when you're in the nurse's office, you can't send or receive messages apparently. And when you're in the basement, you can't send and receive messages either. So it's weird. Um, so I was in the nurse's office, and I was getting my paper copied. And this whole time I was just sort of like really, really worried because I didn't know where my friend was. And I was already like nervous about going outside. And then, yeah. Um, and then I saw them come into the nurse's office. They didn't see me, they went into the back. And later I found out that gotten, they had had an appointment earlier in the day, so when they got to school, it was actually lunchtime, but someone told them that it was academic lab. So they tried to find their academic lab and they couldn't find it. And uh, then they realized it was lunch, and I don't know, they got really confused. Anyway, they got really overwhelmed and upset. So then they came back inside into the nurse's room to, I don't know, they were just upset. And I was like, okay, that's totally fine. I shouldn't be upset by that. That's a legit reason to be gone. But for some reason, I was very upset by that. I don't know. Also, like, so I had got outside. Then I got rained on, which was probably fine. And then the thing that I was trying to get, they had just redone the like copier machine things, and so it wouldn't copy. And so I was in there, and so then I went to the bathroom because like I had to go to the bathroom. But then when I was in the bathroom, I started crying, which was again strange for me because I almost never cry about stuff like that. And uh, then the bell rang for going back to the class time or something, and so I came back to the nurse's office to get my backpack, and they hadn't gotten my paper copied yet. And but my face still looked like I had been crying. And then there was a lady who wasn't technically like one of the therapists there, but she saw me and she was like, "Are you okay?" And oh, it wasn't that the bell had rung for people to go back to class. There was a soft lockdown, and I was like, I can't be in the bathroom during one of those. Uh, so I was gonna go to a classroom, but then I didn't. And so she was like, "Are you okay?" And then I was like, no, and I came into her room and cried in there for like an hour or something. It was still the middle of, like, it was middle-ish at like the end of the middle of third block by the time I got back to class. So I didn't miss like too much important things, but yeah. Uh, so that was fun. And yes, I don't know. My life is weird. But then we had drawing again after that. But then we also we didn't have most of our drawing class because we had an assembly to get our iPads. Yes, that was also like I don't know. My days are mixed up because they are. So the next day was Thursday. I keep thinking that we started school on Wednesday, but we started school on Tuesday, and that's why it's mixed up. So the next day was Thursday, and oh no. So I did have the I did have my drawing class that day. I just uh I don't know. I don't remember what we did. I think we did the we learned about the different elements of art again, and we did a little sketch of something, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, we did a tiny still life. Like we practiced sketching a still life of just random things. That's what we did. So then Thursday, I came to school, and Thursday was a fine day. Like nothing really happened that day. My friend was not really upset that day, so we were able to go outside. And then that's the day that was had this. That's when we had the assembly during fourth block, which is drawing. So I missed drawing because it was an assembly where we got our iPads and everything. But I had gone out for lunch with my friend, and we were like far enough away from like school area, but apparently like seven other people they caught and they suspended them. So I'm kind of probably not gonna go outside for lunch for a little bit until they stop freaking out about it. We got a new principal, and so he's all into like very much into reading and writing. So he's taken it all of our classes and made 30% of the grade in every class that's not a college class. Two essays that they randomly give you, and it's basically like the ACT where you have you're given an essay and if it's a prompt and you have 40 minutes to write an essay and like two of those and that's 30% of your grade no matter what class it is, like art and gym. And I don't like that. Like I kind of understand why, but like at the same time I don't really, because like isn't that what English class is for? um it's very annoying to me because like I want to go to school to learn stuff and I enjoy learning stuff, but it's kind of hard to enjoy learning stuff when you're being forced to like do something else that isn't really about what you're learning. Anyhow, so then Friday I didn't go out. Oh right. Oh yeah. So Thursday, so we had the assembly, but then I had to leave a little bit early. We could have gone back to class, but I didn't because there was 10 minutes between then and the time I had to leave, and I got new stuff on my braces. See, can you really see? I don't know. I got 8 chains on, so there's two on each like area, and it's great. So then for all of Friday and today, I can't really eat that much, and it's kind of annoying because like doing pressing my teeth together hurts. It's less painful today than it was yesterday. But so for Friday, I couldn't really like. So Friday, what I ate for breakfast was like 2 sips of a smoothie that my mom put bread into, so I would actually have something to eat. Then after like between first and second block, I ate a fruit cup because I was really hungry, and also you're not supposed to take pills on an empty stomach, and I was taking pain pills for that. And then at lunch, I didn't go outside, so I sat with some of my theater kid friends in an English classroom that no one was using. And I had like a tiny thing of yogurt, not even a yogurt cup, like half of what's regularly in a yogurt cup, but it was dairy free yogurt, and another fruit cup. And then my friend who had me go out to lunch with them the day before ended up coming over that afternoon, which was yesterday. And so we had a good time, and yeah, that was fun. And I had another fruit cup then. So that's like all I ate yesterday, and my body's kind of annoyed with me for that. But that's not all I ate yesterday because so my friend was here for 2 hours, and we hung out and did stuff and chilled, and it was great. And then after that, the church thing that I told you, like they had to cancel because of rain. They did it on Friday night, which was yesterday, but they just did the like cookout part. They didn't do the sleeping over part. So I sang "Hey There, Delilah" because it's a song I mostly know, and I had 2 hot dogs and a hot dog bun, but I had to eat them like the bun and the hot dog separately because I couldn't chew it. But that was okay. It wasn't like the worst thing ever. I wasn't like super excited about going, but it was okay. Um, Also Friday, I got to be the model in my drawing class. We're just sketching like body shapes and forms, so to get stuff in proportion. But nobody else wanted to stand on a table and stand very still for 5 minutes. So like, the teacher was like, as long as you do some sketching outside of class, if you want to be the model, that's probably fine. So like, hopefully I'll be the model more. But I saw someone else. So like, I saw someone's page of where they'd been doing it, and they'd actually drawn me, which isn't what the assignment was. And I was like, okay, I guess that's what someone's interpretation of what I look like is. Interesting. And I was wearing like sort of a shapeless t-shirt and then a skirt because it's really, really hot. And actually yesterday it wasn't too hot, but usually it's really hot at school. But yesterday it was pretty cool. And then today, like I said, my teeth have been doing a little bit better. So I didn't have really much in the morning. I had like this much left in 2 water bottles, so I drank that. And then there was a whole glass of tea, like large glass, not small glass of tea, yesterday that I didn't drink it all in the morning because I wasn't feeling good. So I drank that for breakfast, and then the rest of the smoothie that I also hadn't drunk, which was like strawberries, one slice of like it was like it's apple bread, so it's like banana bread except it's got apples in it, and almond milk. So that's what was in it, and it wasn't too bad. Um, and then about like one ish, I had 3 hot dogs because that's something I can eat. I didn't want to have more fruit because like uh, but hopefully by Monday I'll be able to actually eat food again. My regular school lunch, like pretty much what I would eat every day for school lunch, is a chewy granola bar, like that's the brand name, and a either Nature Valley or Kind bar, depending on what we've got, and then a fruit cup or 2 fruit cups, depending on how much time I have and how hungry I am and stuff. Because if I eat anything too heavy, or basically heavier than that, I feel sick for the rest of the school day. Same with like in the morning. And I'd actually like to try doing the thing where you just like have a snack every few hours instead of eating a big meal, at least for the morning times, because I feel like my insides would be happier with that. I don't know. With the Chromebook, it works great downstairs actually, so it just has to be connected to the internet and then it works fine. But the kind of point of having it was that it would be something I could use in my room. We got our iPads; they're the same as they were last year. They're dumb. They like do stuff, but only if you're connected to the internet, which again requires that you be downstairs, which I don't like to be. And they don't allow you to have like the only things you can have on it are the things that are in the specific store they give you to choose from. So like school related things. So I tried to film a few videos on the Chromebook, and I did, and I was able to upload them to my Google account. And on my Google account, they have both sound and video. But when I took them from my Google account and put them on my computer, the video part disappeared and it was only sound. I was like, okay, well, I can work with this. I can put like a slideshow or something of me like doing art at the beginning, like over for the visuals. But then I was like, oh, because it's a file that won't isn't compatible with my editor, so I have to figure out how to change what kind of file it is. It's a WebM file, and I think my editor will only take like MOV and MP3, MP4 kind of files. Um, and that would take a lot of work, which I haven't been in the mood to do lately. But I have this like tiny vlog thing that I haven't put up yet, but probably will be up by the time this goes up. And I was gonna put those at the end of it because it was only 6 minutes, and it was like I was going to do a tutorial, but then I was like, it's really hard to film myself doing this, so it was more just a vlog of me like doing stuff. And in that, I mentioned that we ordered some things to go under the skirts because I made a bunch of skirts, but they're still kind of see-through. And so that package came, so this is turning into an unboxing video. Because we have the JCPenney package, and it is not opened. Yeah, so we'll just open that. It says to open, tear along this little thing, but how do you even do that? I guess like that. I figured it out, guys. It's magic. There's this paper thing. Yeah. So there's like CYB boy shorts in one is black and one is transparent. It's supposed to be like nude color, but maybe I guess that's just what they called the color. Yeah, this is my receipt, and we used part of a gift card for it, I think, and also we had like a discount coupon thing. This video is going to require a lot of editing just to make it less awkward and like, yeah. Alright, so let's see what they came in. So this one is apparently like the nude or transparent one. It, like in the package, it looks okay. It doesn't look too see-through, which was mainly my worry. And it looks sort of like, okay, can you see the weave on that? You can't because of the lighting and of how my camera is. But it looks like a fabric I wouldn't mind putting on my body. So, yeah. And then this is the black one. And it is the same kind of fabric. It feels cold, this one. I don't know why, but it does. And I can't remember how much this cost. But it was like, together, it was like $23 or something. Plus shipping, which was a bit more. Oh, look. A $100 wine voucher from nakedwines.com. A special treat for select customers only. Only? Interesting. Claim within 30 days of what? Purchase or... Wow. I'm not sure why we got this, but I guess I'll have to show it to my parents, because... Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to try these on, because my biggest worry about them is that they're going to be too tight. So the size we bought was medium, which, or at least that's the size that I wanted to buy. And yeah, the package says medium on each of them. And this one is X black, and this one is IX1, which I don't know what that means. Anyhow, so we took my actual measurements. Normally I would get like a large just because medium, if my actual size is medium, I would get the size up because things that are actually my size tend to be too tight in like comfort wise. Like if I didn't care about comfort, I would get size small because that looks super cute. But I actually don't like being constricted, unfortunately. So yeah. Anyhow, so many filler words. That was like my goal on my like making speeches thing, is that I will stop using so many filler words, and maybe these videos will stop being so full of filler words. So these were for, like, we have a black one because I have a lot of black skirts, and a nude one for the skirts that aren't black or don't go with black, because it would look weird if you were wearing a white skirt with black underneath it unless that was intentional. So I'm going to try one of them on, and we can see how it works. I don't know if these can be worn as underwear or you have to wear underwear underneath them, because the kind of underwear that I have is already like boy shorts. I don't really want to wear underwear with these. If that's gross, I'm sorry. But But anyhow, so I'm going to try them on and we'll see how they look. So these do kind of look like underwear, but yeah. So the price tag says that they were $24 each. Excuse my legs again, I'm sorry. I find it funny that it's actually almost the same color as my skin up here. But yeah, usually things aren't like that. So they feel like they are meant to be worn on their own without anything else. Like that's what it feels like. They're very stretchy. Like it's extremely elastic. But so far it doesn't feel uncomfortably tight around here, which is what I'd be worrying about. I can move around in them mostly. Yeah. And they're very smooth. If you push like this way, they feel really smooth. But if you pull like sideways, that's kind of I guess where the grain of the fabric is. If you pull this way, they don't like feel as nice. These are like as you can tell the nude ones. They are fairly short, but these are like hopefully will last me a while. And if I wear a skirt that's like here, I don't want the shorts to be showing. So I think that's a good thing. They're a bit more high-waisted than I feel is necessary. Like usually if I was gonna wear something tight, it'd be either across here or like up to here. But I think this will be okay. So we're gonna do a wear test at some point, and I will wear these to school and see what they feel like. Bending over, it feels like a little bit of digging in, but you're not meant to bend over in them. What I'm wearing is not a dress, it is a top, so if it doesn't go down far enough for your opinion, then yeah, that's why. So just sitting in it right now, it feels okay, a little teeny bit constricting, but not too bad. And yeah, they're smooth, mostly comfortable. The waistband, like you can feel it, how, like you can feel the difference, like there's actually elastic in the waistband, where there's the rest of it is like woven with elastic. It said what kind of fabric it was, but I don't remember. The brand of these is Maidenform. We got it because I got a bra that was like Maidenform brand, and I remembered that like fit okay. So I was like, okay, this is a brand that I know would probably fit me. And then it says on here, this tag says Smooth Tech, so I don't know if that's also a brand or if that's just something else. I didn't take the tags off because I don't know if I can return it, but don't you have to keep the tags on if you want to return it? So yeah. First impressions is it's pretty good. I don't know what it would be like to eat in, which is a lot of my problems is like having food in me and being too hot. Is especially when I'm wearing something that's slightly constricting like this is. That's like definitely a like thing. But these feel pretty good. So my next challenge with them is to actually wear them to school under a skirt. So I think that's all I have to say. I'm sorry that videos are not like all vlogs mostly, because I know that a lot of people prefer like videos where I'm doing something, but during school it's a lot harder to do that, especially because I am the laundry queen, which means I do everybody's laundry, and that basically takes the entire day for me to do because of our washing machine is also down. And yeah, so I'm sorry about the video content being lower, like not as good or something. And then also I've been using songs. I know song videos don't get as many views, so which makes me think maybe they're not as popular, but they're easier to make than a vlog, which takes 20 minutes. A song video, if I already know the song, takes maybe, I don't know. They probably take the same amount of time, but I have to come up with a topic and make this video. And song videos, I can just make a bunch of them at once and then just put them up when I need to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my first week of school. Being a junior, I actually do have to take the ACT, and I'm not studied for it at all, and I don't know when I'm going to have to do that, but I really hope someone is like, hey, do you need a study book to like maybe learn some things? Because yeah. Alright, well that's the end of this video. It's like gonna be like 31 minutes by the time I'm over. So yeah, so have a great day, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!